Let me not leak anything. You know how niggas run off.
Yeah, all them other niggas stealing ideas.
Niggas be stealing
all
shit.
Them ugly ass,
thirsty, non-creative ass.
all non-creative. You know who I'm talking about too.
Yeah, who that?
Any YouTube idea, video idea that you've ever thought of, somebody's probably done it before. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of surprising to hear this come from somebody like Agent and Davis. And I don't know if you know about 2K, but there were a bunch of YouTubers doing 2K videos, and a lot of them before either of these two. So if you're not tapped into AMP, you probably missed that Agent and Davis recently just did a live stream where they said that a lot of content creators were stealing their ideas. And when I say ideas, I mean like video ideas, their content ideas. Now, some people seem to agree with them on this, but honestly, I don't really feel like there's a such thing as stealing a video idea. And the reason I say this is because whenever you make YouTube videos, whenever you make content in general, every single person's video is going to be different. Every single person who takes a stab at a certain type of video or genre or something like that is going to come out different. Why? Because everybody is their own individual, everybody is unique, and everybody has their own personality. Now, I'm not going to act oblivious in the fact of knowing that if somebody does a video titled, "Watch me drive this car 100 miles down the interstate," and then another content creator posts another video that's titled, "Watch me drive this car 100 miles down the interstate," that there's not clear inspiration. At the same time, even though these videos are on the same topic, those videos are most likely going to be completely different. See, the thing about it is, at this point in YouTube, at this point in history and the human society in general, there isn't many ideas that you can have at this point in life that somebody hasn't had already. Any YouTube idea, video idea that you've ever thought of, somebody's probably done it before. It might not be popular, it might not have gotten traction, but I guarantee you somebody's probably taken a stab at it. And with that being true, that means no video idea on this platform could possibly be 100% original. I feel like even if you were to go as far as to tell your own story or do some sort of autobiography on yourself or something like that, if somebody else was to tell your story, they still wouldn't be able to do it quite like you. It literally just does not happen like that. It never will. Because you got to think, if you tell your story, then there's parts that you will choose to tell. It's opinions on your own story that you will be able to bring that if somebody else chose to do a documentary on you, they would not be able to do. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of surprising to hear this come from somebody like Agent and Davis, especially when they came up off of 2K videos. And I don't know if you know about 2K, but there were a bunch of YouTubers doing 2K videos, and a lot of them before either of these two. Like Agent, Davis, you two are not the first people to upload a park video or some type of build video. And I'm not saying that to say that you guys isn't original, because both of you two brought something that was different. You brought your personality, which is why people click. If people genuinely just wanted to see park gameplay, they would have just looked up park gameplay with no add-ins from either of you. So I feel like you should look at your own content as a sign as to your personality and who you are as a person mattering to what the video idea is. The idea of people stealing ideas or trying to copy somebody else isn't just something that happens in videos. A lot of the time in music, people like to do the same thing and say, "Oh, this artist is copying this artist. This artist took this idea from this artist." It's like people never heard of somebody being inspired by somebody else, which I hate to break it to you, but probably every artist that you have ever listened to in your entire life has probably been inspired by somebody else. Even if it's as simple as just having a certain sound or beat selection. Unless they have listened to absolutely no music in their entire life, which you know has not happened, they were inspired by something. And this doesn't just happen in artists of our generation. This was happening way back in the day. Look at somebody like Ice Cube. It Was a Good Day. Do you think that he originated that beat? No. He took that from the Isley Brothers. I just use that as an example because I never knew that It Was a Good Day came from another song. Even Big and Tupac did this back in the day. They would take songs that were older than the songs that they were doing and get inspiration from them. But see, in this day and age, everybody wants to act like inspiration is just a bad thing. And it's not even by far. If you really think about it, if everybody started from square one, we would never be able to make any progress in anything. Whenever you hear a sound or a song or a video that's completely different and completely originated, it still drew inspiration from something. Think about it, when you hear a rap country song, yes, it might be something that's different and has not been previously done before, but guess what? They had to take both inspiration from certain rap songs and from certain country songs, or even a new video idea. If a certain video video comes out, they probably had to take inspiration from somebody in terms of editing, in terms of thumbnails, titles. There was inspiration somewhere in them making this video a successful video. I know like nowadays, everybody wants to feel like that they were the first one to do it on some Soulja Boy stuff for some reason. I don't know why.
Real talk, you gotta be ashamed of yourself.
But I think it's, again, us as a society that has to say, you don't get an award for being the first person to do something. Just because you were the first person to do something doesn't mean you were the best person to do it. The only exception that I think applies to that is maybe sports or something athletic. If you're the first person to score a certain amount of points or something, I see that being an award for that. But in the terms of creativity, if you're the first person to do something, you don't get an award for that. Because if you really want to break it down, every single video, every single song, we can even bring this into TV shows or movies or entertainment or something like that. Technically, you're the first person to do it in that exact way. And sometimes that could be a good thing, and sometimes that could turn out terrible. Like I said earlier, I understand the idea of having this video idea that you haven't seen and then somebody posting something similar after that. But again, unless somebody makes a video, it says exactly what you said, did the exact same things you did, put the exact same memes, you cannot say they copied you, bro. Say, bro, stop criticizing people for taking inspiration from certain things. Inspiration is a good thing. And like I said, inspiration really brings the culture forward. And unless you are literally Adam or Eve, you have no business saying that you originated or you were the first person to do something creatively without any inspiration. That's all I got for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Every little bit helps and every little bit is much appreciated. Thank you for tuning in to me today. See y'all next time.